Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well today. My name is Miss Linda and I'm a children's librarian over at East Hampton Library. Today I'm going to show you another make-at-home craft, and this one is a paper plate fish. So here's my paper plate fish, and yours can come out similar to mine or totally different than mine, but you know, with the summer coming up, I thought maybe we'd try a fish craft. So what you will need for this craft is a white paper plate. And if you don't have a standard paper plate, but you can only find a smaller one, that would work too. A glue stick would be great, or you can use Elmer's glue if you don't have a glue stick. You need a pair of scissors, and hopefully you have a children's size scissor for safety reasons, or else you need the help of an adult. It would be helpful if you had some tape. And here I have a whole bunch of squares of tissue cut out. So if you can find any colors of tissue paper in your house, that would be great. Whatever you find is perfect. And then I have some scraps of paper that I can use to cut out other parts of the fish that I need. Okay, so let's get, a pencil would be good too. If you want to draw shapes and then cut them out, a pencil or a pen would be fine. Okay, so in order to make this fish, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut out an opening for his mouth. And that opening is also going to be used for his tail. So you could draw a V on your paper plate here. I could do that now. You don't have to draw it, but it might be easier. You can just draw a shape to cut out to make a mouth for your fish. Okay, so I cut out a mouth for him. And then this piece that we have left over, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to tape it with the Scotch tape to the end of the fish. If you don't have Scotch tape, Elmer's glue would work fine. So taking the tail, and the rounded part is facing forward just like the rounded part of the plate is, or the indentation is here, so they match. So here he is with his tail. Okay, so you can find some tissue paper and cut it into little squares. You could also scrunch the tissue paper to cover your fish, however you like to do it. So you can cover the whole surface of your fish with Elmer's glue, like wet glue, or you can do it with a glue stick. I just find with a glue stick, it's less messy and your tissue squares won't get all wet and tear. So it just makes it a little bit easier. So first I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I'm covering the surface, of my paper plate, just the front. So like so, I'm just filling all of this area with glue. And then I'm going to take tissue squares, just press them on, however you like. And that's the fun part, is to use the colors you like, or you could even cut the tissue into different shapes if you like. So I would just continue until my whole fish is covered with tissue squares. And then we will also fill in his tail with glue, which I did. And we'll cover his tail with tissue squares as well. So I guess you get the idea. Once he's all covered, we're going to take another piece of paper. So I'm just taking a pink piece of paper, and we're going to draw some fins for him. So you can see I gave him some fins. You can just kind of draw the shape of a leaf. Like maybe something like this. We could fold that in half. And that way when we cut the shape out, we'll have two. Okay, so you can take your shape with your lines to the back so you don't see them. And we could take his fins. Again, for these heavier pieces of paper, you can use construction paper, you could use cardstock, whatever you have at home. Tape his fins on. And then since we probably don't have googly eyes at home, I just drew a circle like so. And I cut out my circle. Just make it a little bit smaller. So this doesn't have to be perfect. It can just be a circle that you draw, or you could even trace a bottle cap or something. So I have a circle here, and we could draw an eye on the circle. Could use a marker for that. I just use the pencil here. And then you would stick his eye on, like so. So it's a simple craft that you can make at home, but it might be a fun way to spend a rainy afternoon. So have fun making your fish craft, and I'm really glad to see you again. And I hope you and your family are doing well, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye. Take care.